Alright guys, I'm going to try this one more time. I don't like making upside down videos or sideways videos. So I'm hoping this video comes out right. I ordered one of them cheap $30 camcorders from Amazon. I don't know how good they're going to be, or actually it was eBay, sorry. I don't know how good they're going to be. It should be in today or tomorrow, but this is getting ridiculous trying to do content. But I am going to actually list this one as fuel pump talk. We're going to talk about fuel pumps. Now, both of these fuel pumps, this one came out of that 2008 Kia Rio. This one came out, I think it was a 2005 Chevy Malibu. I think that's what it was. Or Impala, both same thing. I wanted to talk to you like I did on my last video when I took this fuel pump out of the Kia. I was talking about how mechanic shops, they like to get you for the extra money. Now, these fuel pumps are expensive. I think this one here, I think I was told is like 200 bucks. And you really got to watch yourself. If a mechanic shop tells you that your fuel pump is out, go there. Don't hesitate, go there. Because, like I say, like this one right here, these Chevrolet fuel pumps, they can go up to $400, $600 just on the fuel pump. Now, they could kind of tell if they hook up a fuel pressure tester up to it, like this one right here. This one right here came out of that Malibu, and it was pulsating. It was going up to like 80 psi, then down to 50 psi. It was something else, and I'm really hoping this video turns out. If not, I'm sorry, guys. I'm making changes soon. I hope it's for the better. Hope I didn't, scoop up the pennies for junk. But I want to tell y'all, like I did in my last video, but I'm going to make it a little bit more here. We're going to zoom in. You can see that this hose, this is a fuel pump right here. You see this rubber hose, or plastic hose. It's not rubber, it's plastic. Why, I don't know why Chevrolet did it in plastic. It should have did it in rubber. But this hose, how it loops around here. Well, when you're driving, this thing here moves up and down. Like that. And it does bounce. Not a little bit, but it does. Well, since this is plastic and not rubber, the gasoline over time eats the plastic. And especially right up in here, or right here where this bow is, they crack right in between here. And the fuel pump could be working, but it could be squirting gas out of here. Now, a lot of shops could be telling you, oh yeah, spend the $500, $600, $700, replace the whole thing. They're trying to get into your pocket. They don't care. They don't know you. You could be, working at a Pizza Hut and have 4 kids. They don't care. They don't. So, when you go in there and they say your fuel pump is out, if they don't have your fuel pump out of the gas tank, either ask them to take it out before you make any decisions on getting your car fixed, or just take it someplace else. If they do have it out, check this hose. And these fittings here, if you have a fuel pump, like this one here is a Kia Rio, and these just disconnect right off the fuel pump. But these right here are fitted onto this fuel pump, and they crack right in here. And a lot of times and stuff, that is a problem. A lot of times it's not the fuel pump, it's these 3 hoses. So check it out. Like I said, this hose right here, I think online is about $10 for this one right here. These 2 here, I think the last time I bought them, they were like $25 a piece. And all you do is just slip them on here, a little heat, shrinks them up and stuff like that. They fit just fine, goes on great. Now we're looking at $100 fix if it's one of these hoses, compared if it's $500 to $800 fix because of the fuel pump. You're probably going to get charged the same amount for pulling the fuel pump down, but if you don't have the money, then you can be just better off just changing these lines for a short amount of money, save you probably $200-300 if not a bit more, and it might get you down the road a little bit further. Now on this fuel pump, what's going on with it is I think it's got a dead spot inside the fuel pump, and what happens is there's electrodes inside there that burn out, and when that fuel pump spins, it sticks onto that bad spot and it won't turn anymore. Now I hooked up 12 full volts to this thing and I got it working again, but I checked all my wiring, checked my fuel relay switches and everything, and all that stuff is working fine. So I'm pretty positive this fuel pump is bad. Almost 100% sure of it. I'm pretty sure it's got a dead spot in it. Now there is no hoses like this one that goes from the fuel pump to that fitting right there. It's just a straight shot. So I'm going to have to check on that. But it's like this fuel pump here, the vehicle it came out of was also a Chevrolet. And you can see right here, these rivets, that's where that hose was in, and that hose was blowed out. Now the people that I did this for decided they wanted to change the whole thing. But if you don't have the money, you don't have the money. So usually Chevrolets is the only ones that has this problem. I've never ever seen a Ford ever have this problem. Usually a Ford fuel pump goes out, it goes out. Now you can try to climb up underneath the car and stuff like that and beat on it with a rubber mallet to try to get the fuel pump to work if it does stick in that spot. I could put this fuel pump back in, it starts the car just fine, but if it happens again, you could climb up underneath it and beat on it with a rubber mallet. But usually, where does your car break down where you can jack it up and beat on it with a rubber mallet? This Kia Rio actually broke down on her in the middle of the freeway. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you one thing. People are not courteous with you standing. So this video is about ready to come to an end. This is Fuel Pump Talk for Chevrolets. There'll be one day I'll make one for Fords. But yeah. If your Chevrolet fuel pump goes out and you have these lines on there, just ask to check them out. You could save yourself $200 or $300, and this fuel pump, like I say, could last you a day, could last you 2 or 3 years. You just don't know. So that's it for this video. If you think that I forgot something or I said something wrong, leave a non-offensive comment down below. I won't be mad. I love learning, but that is as far as I know about these Chevrolet fuel pumps. One is about these hoses, and one is about the dead spots. Fords do it too, but not as bad as Chevrolets, and not near as bad as Dodges. So, have a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Share to your friends. Catch y'all on the flip side. My next video will be installing this fuel pump as soon as I get it. Later.